22.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins.
Let's go! Let's go!
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, boy. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and the grab by Croft. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's James, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. But he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking down the field, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Cobb. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver's offense ready to go again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now Williams running left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Quentin Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Cobb. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far. Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And incomplete on the deep ball. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. DeForest Buckner. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground. James. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbuna. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert O. 57 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. So now a look at the Broncos Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Dolphins have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
First down, here's Burrow. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, 27 yards. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. But he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites, and that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On first down, it's James, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Dolphins.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Back now in Miami. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sport. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Cobb. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but then he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Cobb. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now it's Burrow. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll drop this down to Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, a quick pass here to Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chase Young able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get 1 score closer. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand.
He's got a man, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action with Burrow. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past